Hi, today we're going to be doing an outdoor brand photo shoot. We've been sent a travel blanket from the brand Voited, and we're going to take a series of photos. Both myself and Eva are going to take it in turns to model, and we're looking to get between 3 to 5 really nice images of each of us, and then we're going to take you through the process of editing our favourite photo. So come on, let's go. So after a little hike, we've made it to the top of what's known as Bamford Edge, which is in the Peak District. Now, as you can see, we are surrounded by haze. It's not ideal at all. We were planning on having a very clear day. The weather said it was going to be clear, but sometimes you just have to roll with what you've got. So we've got our Voited travel blanket here, and we're going to set Eva up on some of these rocks. Of course, we're going to have her very safe. I don't want her going too near the edge. And let's get some photos. Right, gonna get a mixture of, I want one really nice wide shot. Can you look to your left? That's cool. So although it's really hazy, we do have some light coming through the haze, and it's coming on to Eva's face. I've directed her to stand side on, and then we just have a nice bit of like winter light. Can you turn your face a bit more towards me? Yep, that's nice. Okay, I want to get in closer. Could you take one small shuffle to your left? That's it, thanks. Okay, now can I get some like motion off you? Can you, like, yeah, just lots of like movement, twisting, throwing it over. That's cool. So as you can see, we've got this really nice greenery patch here with some nice fog, and we just thought we'd get some photos of Eva here. Just different background, different textures, and we're going to get some close-up shots with some details. So Eva's got a tea flask as well, so again it's just something a bit different. So let's go for it. Okay, so we've got some photos of Eva stood up on the rocks. Now we're going to get some photos of her sat down, just over here. As I didn't mention it before, I'm shooting on the Sony a7 III, and I have my Sony 24-70 f2.8 G Master lens. So with Eva sitting down, it's just another perspective that we can look to get. I'm going to look to get some different angles, some different focal lengths. Right, let's see what photos we can get here. This looks really nice composition. Oh. Oh, how's your balance, Greg? Okay. That was quite nice actually when you look down. Maybe you're just looking down at the blanket itself. Yeah. Quite a nice composition. I feel like it's snowing.
So it's time for a swap. Now I'll be a photographer and Greg will be our model. I'm gonna have Greg stood on the rock and I'm gonna move away from him. I'm gonna move as much as I can, as much as the mist, as the haze allows me to still have a clear view of the product. I will need you to just be stood, not too close to the edge obviously, on the rock. Just like, you know, your leg pulled out. Okay, yeah, that is cool. And Greg, a little bit back, your back to me. Yes. So as for this photo, to make it a little bit more interesting, I went for the layering effect. So as you can see, I tried to get a little bit of a plant at the bottom, then I tried to get the first layer of rocks, and then Greg as a third layer, let's call it, again, because it's so misty and the color of the blanket is also bluish. So I'm just trying to create a bit of contrast and like multiple focal points on the photo. All right, so here is our second location, and on this photo I'm going to focus on the front of Greg. We've already showcased the design at the back of the product, so now we're going to do the front. And what I want to showcase is product practicality. I want to show how the buttons are lined up, how the blanket fits a person. Let's do it. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Can you show me a little? Yeah, just like that. Nice one. I like it. So with this photo, the first thing I decided to do is go down with our f-stop. So previously, the zoomed out photos were shot with f-stop on a 0.16. Now I went all the way down to 2.8, so I get beautiful focus on Greg itself, and then the misty, mysterious backdrop behind Greg is a little bit more blurred out. We can see a bit more of a contrast, and at the same time that allowed me to go down with ISO levels as well as with shutter speed. So my shutter speed is on 500 and my ISO went down to 125. We're gonna sit Greg on rocks. There's a little bit more happening in the background. So yeah, just something else to add to the photo, get a little bit more variety than what we had previously. I like them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, maybe don't look up. Just straight, a little bit looser the blanket because it looks like you're pregnant. That's better. Yeah, and maybe you can look a little bit like halfway towards me with your whole neck. Yeah, that's nice. So together with Greg, we've decided that this is our favorite photo, and now we're going to take you through the process of editing it A to Z. Let's go.
Now I'm going to edit this with you guys. So I previously edited this photo just in my own time, and now I want to try and replicate that with you guys. So let's see if I can get it anywhere close, but let's go into this. Now I think the first thing that I want to say is that I don't have a particular style when it comes to editing photos. It's purely matched to the environment I'm shooting in. So for example, this was a cold day and we're shooting a blanket that's obviously there to warm you up. So we just want to emphasize the feeling of being cold. So let's make the most of that environment that we're in. So that's my tip for you, is don't necessarily have a particular photography style. Have a style for that particular photo shoot, in my opinion. I'm just going to let you watch as I edit away. Want to bring out those colours in the travel blanket. Already looking much better. Now there are some spots from some moisture or dust on the sensor, which is a bit frustrating. We always ideally want to make sure that we don't have those before we start taking photographs, but that will require some retouching in Photoshop. Let's put a little bit of blue in those shadows. Again, just to emphasize that feeling of cold. Now we're getting somewhere. Pretty happy with that. Maybe it's a little bit too blue. Before and after. Let's look at the difference between the two. Okay, so there is a fair bit of difference, but I'll let you have a look at these settings that I've done previously. So not quite the same, slightly different edit, but I hope you found that valuable anyway, guys. Just going through this really quickly, as we don't want to make this video particularly longer than it needs to be. You can always go in and crop the image as well. It's a square. That looks quite nice, having Ewa in the centre of the frame there. In Photoshop we would simply just clone stamp that area and get rid of them little dust marks, but there you go, that is how I've edited that particular photo. So there you have it, we've taken you through the production of our photo shoot for the outdoor lifestyle brand that is Voited. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Now we are going to be putting an even bigger emphasis on YouTube this year. We've got plans to go on many a content creation trip. We're going to go to various parts throughout the UK, potentially going to go away abroad, fingers crossed if COVID allows us, and we're going to be creating content as we go and making more YouTube videos, more tutorials. So let us know what you would like to see. How can we help you? Because ultimately we're making videos for you. So do let us know. If you can, subscribe or drop a like if you've enjoyed this video, or comment below and help us get into the algorithm. That would be greatly appreciated. So I encourage you, if you're interested in outdoor brand photography or even just outdoor adventure or nature, whatever it is, just get outside, pick up your camera, maybe contact a family member, maybe contact a close friend, and help one another out. Go and create some amazing content. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we shall see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye.